Can you hear me?
Yes. No.
Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me now. There we go. Excellent. So welcome everybody, and welcome to the first Andrea's Adventurers Charity RPG Weekend. I am the Andrea of the event name. I am the co-owner and co-organizer, or co-owner of Adventure Dice and co-organizer of Terminal City Tabletop Convention with my husband Blair, who is over there behind the computer doing all the techie stuff. And welcome to our awesome 3-day event. We're excited to have you here. Before we get started, I would just like to do a territory acknowledgement. So we respectfully acknowledge that we live, work, and play on the traditional, unceded, and ancestral territories of the Matsqui, Kwantlen, Katzie, and Semiahmoo First Nations. For those of you who are tuning in outside of Canada, we do this acknowledgement as part of our journey towards truth and reconciliation, trying to honor the real truth of the past of what happened in Canadians' history, particularly here in British Columbia, because when BC was founded, there was no treaties made and there was no wars. Settlers just kind of moved in. So it's a way for us to honor and take that first step towards recognizing our troublesome past. So welcome to the event. As I said, we are from Adventure Dice and Terminal City Tabletop Convention. We're excited to have you here for 3 days of role-playing games. So what is this event? So Andrea's Adventurers is attempting to raise $5,000 for the Canadian Cancer Society. We have 9 games over the 3 days, and we have 30 plus players participating, and there's going to be lots of shenanigans, ways that you as the audience can participate possibly and make a little chaos for our GMs and our players. We are going to be playing mostly Dungeons & Dragons, but there will be one session of Dungeon Crawl Classics as well. So we're excited to bring you various tabletop funness. So how did we start? So how did Andrea's Adventure sort of get to this beginning? So 4 years ago, I was actually diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. Blair and I often refer to it as I hope you're not getting the crinkling. I realize that's very annoying. That's Blair trying to get snacks. Blair being crinkly. We did get a new mic for our setup, so I'm hoping it has improved the audio quality, and hopefully you didn't hear him. But anyway, back to the story. So I was diagnosed with cancer. Blair and I refer to it as our year from hell because it was a pretty tough year between cancer diagnosis. Blair was in some car accidents that were pretty serious. Unfortunately, our wonderful doggo, Moose, had to be put down that year. It was just really bad. So in 2018, as I was kind of like through the worst of my treatments and stuff, Blair and I really wanted to, oh, there's the Emma cat. My emotional support cat, because I'm probably going to cry at some point this weekend.
You say like it's only going to be once?
Yeah, it's probably going to be more than once. So in 2018, we really wanted something that we could sort of fight back against cancer, because it's not only touched me, but it's touched a lot of people who are close to us in our lives, family and friends. I've had an uncle who's passed away from it. People really close to me are still fighting right now, which I can't even imagine having to fight cancer right now during COVID. Like, cancer doesn't stop because we have a pandemic going on, and I know for me, having a personal support, like Blair and my family and friends were such strong supports during my journey and during our journey with cancer. And so to have to go through cancer right now, I couldn't imagine, because you can't even have like support in the chemo room with you. Like, it's just, oh, I can't even imagine. And anyway, so So in 2018, we signed up for the Relay for Life, and we started Andrea's Adventurers, and our family and friends got together and fundraised. I think we raised $2,800 in that first year, which is pretty good. We did, oh, he's got my post-it note from the other day. And then in the second year in 2019, we expanded. We did like hot dog sales, we did t-shirt sales, and we raised $3,600 for the relay. It was a really great turnout. We had great weather for the relay, and
the photo was actually from that year.
Yeah, and then last year, obviously the pandemic kind of worked things up for the fundraiser. We only raised about $1,000 because we couldn't even go to the relay. So yay! So then this year, we still really wanted to fundraise. And so what better way than to put our passion for role-playing games and raise some money? So thus, Andrea's Adventures RPG Weekend was formed. I reached out to game masters in our network that we knew, whether through Adventure Dice, whether through Terminal City, and we just had overwhelming support. To the point that this weekend was originally planned to be just 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, and we added Friday evening, just to, so that everyone could participate who wanted to. And just the outpouring of love from all of you out there. I see how I'm starting. Okay, there's number one. How many times is Andrea gonna cry? Just from everyone, from our game masters, to all of the players, to our wonderful sponsors that I'm going to mention in a little bit, to the audience, to our fans and customers and all you wonderful people. Like, it's just been, oh man, my heart. I can't take it. It's so wonderful. So, so that's why we're here. So our goal this weekend, and we need to get our little charity fundraiser thermometer thingy up on the stream, which we haven't done yet. We gotta do, hopefully. Our goal is to raise $5,000 for the Canadian Cancer Society. They are a great national organization here in Canada, and they fund cancer research. They fund a lot of programs for people who are going through cancer. They fund a lot of supports for families and friends of folks who are going through cancer, including a program called Camp Good Times, which is a camp for kids and families who've been touched by cancer. And since they can't even do camps, one of the things they're doing is they started online D&D for the kids. And we know someone who's attended that program. So we are super excited to be able to support the Canadian Cancer Society and Camp Good Times. So excited. So if you would like to take part and make a donation, there is several ways that you can help us out this weekend. The first one is you could just make a donation to the Canadian... I really hope his crinkling isn't distracting. It's distracting me a lot, so I apologize.
I'll stop.
So the first way is you could make a donation to the Canadian Cancer Society on behalf of Team Andrea's Adventurers. So if you go to www.adventuredice.ca, if you click on the link that says donate, it'll take you to the Cancer Society website. And you
Adventurers.ca, not adventuredice.ca.
Did I say Adventure Dice?
You said adventuredice.ca.
www.adventuredice.ca.
You said
AndreasAdventurers.ca. Either way, even if you go to Adventure Dice, there's a link there, hopefully.
Not yet.
Not yet. There will be. AndreasAdventures.ca. And click on donate. It'll take you to the Canadian Cancer Society site. And you can support our team that way. By donating there. Okay, they definitely heard your crinkling.
Oh, okay.
By donating there, you donate directly to the Cancer Society. You will get a tax receipt from them. And we are also offering some in-game effects that you can trigger if you donate. So I'm just going to pull up the little graphic. There's some fun ones. So if you donate $10, we will give a D6 of inspiration to a random player during this weekend. I'm going to mute my phone because it's also distracting. If you donate $20, you can give a natural 20 to a player of your choice. So 30 plus players to pick from. I'm sure they would all love a nat 20. If you donate $50, you get to donate a natural 1 or a 20 to one of our wonderful game masters. If you donate $75, you get to give I believe it's a superior healing potion and a D6 of inspiration to one of our wonderful players of your choice. If you donate $100, you can give a natural 1 or 20 to a GM and a player of your choice. And Adventure Dice is going to donate a set of dice, to Camp Good Times for their D&D program, because they've been sending out kits to the kids that have dice and things, so we will be doing that. And if you donate $200, you get all the rewards, so all of the above. We also kind of have one that is a $500 tier that we haven't really advertised a lot, but if you donate $500 or more, Blair and I will play a game of Dungeons and Dragons with you at a date to be determined. So, yeah. So those are just the donation perks. Then we have our wonderful silent auction that we have had prizes donated by so many awesome folks in our community. So if you go to andreasadventures.ca and click on the bid link, it will take you to the auction. There is D&D Beyond bundles. There's Bugbear Bubble soap. There is a shopping spree from Dungeon Keep. There is a Dungeons and Doggos kit from local artist Haley Boros. There's an Adventure Dice Goblin Horde. There is there's lots of tabletop gaming goodies. There's a leather D20 bag. So we hope you'll go check it out and bid on some awesome items for a good cause. And all the money from the auction will get donated to the Cancer Society as well. So there's that way. The third way you can support is if you go to adventuredice.ca, we have Andrea's Adventurers dice sets. And Blair and I donate all the profits from the sale of each of those sets to our fundraising efforts. So we don't make any money off those dice, but we donate all the money to this cause that means a lot to us. We have 2021 sets, which are like a sparkly red and blue. And then there's still a few of last year's set, the 2020, which are orange and pink with sparkles, because I love sparkles. So, I mean, sparkly dice, you gotta have them. And I'm sure we'll show them on stream at some point. Blair's got them right there. Look at that. How handy is that? So, I can't really get close because there's a table between me and the camera, but maybe Blair can hold them up. So there is the wonderful dice sets. So the orange and the brighter colored one is the 2020, and then the darker one is red and blue. That's 2021. And of course, as always with Adventure Dice, free shipping in Canada. And like I say, we donate all the profits to the Cancer Society from those sets. So, and lastly, the last way you can support us is help spread the word. Use hashtag Andrea's Adventurers, tweet, go on Instagram, share out about our event this weekend, comment in the Twitch chat. You can join our Discord and chat there. There's lots of ways to participate. You can follow us here on Twitch at Terminal CityCon. That really helps us know if we should be making more content and things, and maybe doing more charity events, things like that. So yeah, lots of great ways to help. And you can see them all at andreasadventurers.ca. What's our time looking like? Okay. We have got about 10 minutes before our first session comes up. So I am just going to chat a little bit about the world that everybody is going to be playing in. So as we were setting up the event for this weekend, the Game Masters and Blair and I were all talking about what's some ways that we could link together all the sessions that would be taking part, just so there's a little bit of continuity-ish. So this weekend, we are going to be taking you to the world of Thalia, which I don't know if you can really see it off the map. The tile mountains are behind me, but this beautiful map was designed by me, and then the graphic was made by our GM Lauren, who will be on Sunday. It's a great map. I don't know if Blair, can you bring up just the map so we can show it off in a moment?
I can.
He's gonna work on that. But anyway, so Thalia is based off of the Metro Vancouver area because that's where Blair and I are from. And there's a lot of fun, kind of funny things in the area. We're going to be visiting the guild called Andrea's Adventurers. And as per the name, they are a group of adventurers. And their biggest... there's the map. There's our wonderful map. Look at that.
You make it up?
Lauren made the map. So you can see Thalia off to the left there. We've got the old Yale Trail and the Trunk Trail, the valley that nobody talks about. There's some fun little places that we're going to visit this weekend on the map. The line that shall not be crossed, things like that. If you are familiar with the Vancouver area, you'll probably recognize a lot of these places, but if not, it is based on Metro Vancouver, British Columbia. So yeah, all of our adventurers will be part of the Andrea's Adventurers Guild, which is a group of like-minded adventurers whose goal it is to put good out into the world. The leader of the guild is a retired adventurer named Andrea, a bard wizard who wanted to bring friends together for good tales and fun journeys. Anyone can join the guild. All you have to do is take up a quest for the guild and return to share your story. The guild operates out of a small tavern that caters to adventurers and encourages the sharing of tales at the table, along with games of chance. So that's a little bit about the world. Some other things to note is that in this area, one of the biggest deities is called the Great Bird. And they run the local Serapeum, which is like a giant library. And 5 years ago, a fire occurred that burnt down half of the Serapeum. It's called the Elcar's Serapeum. And it's, like I said, a library run by the followers of the Great Bird. Thalia was totally devastated by this loss of knowledge. Nobody was able to really determine what caused the fire or for what purpose. And our adventurers are set approximately 5 years later after this fire. Ooh, I keep going out of focus. A little bit. Fuzzy. Anyway, so we're set about 5 years later after the fire. The mystery of it still remains unsolved, so maybe some adventurers might find some hints and solve the mystery. Maybe it'll just remain a mystery. Who knows? The acolytes of the Serapeum are in the process of rebuilding it. The scars are pretty still evident on the building and in the town. The burns and scarred pieces of the building were actually used, the ones that were still usable, in the reconstruction of the Serapeum. So if you see the big stone wall, there will be like dark grade bricks included in the brickwork, just as a testament to the journey and the struggle that the Serapeum itself has been through. And I could be saying Serapeum wrong. So that is the world of Thalia. So we're going to go on some fun adventures this weekend. I know there's a lot of fun things planned. We are just working on setting up for our first wonderful group who are going to be coming on in about 8 minutes maybe. So how's everybody this weekend? How are you doing? I'm going to bring up my Twitch stream here. There are some fantastic camping thoughts in Thalia. Yes, there are. The name is actually of Thalia is actually inspired by camping spots that Blair and I go to. There's a beautiful lake in the interior of British Columbia, and it's called Thalia, and I love it so much. I have a lot of good memories from there, so why not name the world after this lake? And there's Emmett again. If I'm told not to cross the line, it makes me want to cross it more. Yes, it is a mysterious line that should not be crossed.
But it is.
But it is often.
Not in the last 18 months.
Yeah, no. I mean, we live about 5 minutes from the line that shall not be crossed, so, you know. Giant cat deity! Yes, the Emmett. The Dr. Emmett Brown has come to pay a visit.
Does the giant cat deity get along with the great bird?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess we have 2 deities in the world. Huh. I'll praise the cat. Yes. Emmett. Hi. And then the dog's down there staring because he has jealousy problems. So. Blair. There's the dog. My emotional support animals. Yes, there's the rocket.
Okay. About 2 minutes before 5 o'clock, we're going to go back to the standby page.
Okay.
So that we can bring these guys live and test their audio.
Okay.
So it'll be a standby page for about 2 minutes.
While we test the audio.
Don't go away. It won't be long, I promise.
We'll transition. Transitions are good. Does anyone have any questions out there in Thalia land?
Perfect. Aww.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, these are our fur babies. Our fur babies! Yeah, you're a fur baby.
Go make supper for the fam.
Enjoy supper.
That's actually not a question, technically.
It's not a question, no. Can we cross the line? Currently, we cannot cross the line. That's why it's the line that cannot be crossed.
Unless you have feet and just go into the bush and walk across.
Unless you're a bird or a squirrel or...
It's not really I guess it is technically enforced. But I don't actually know how well they can hear me because it is on directional mode, so... I can always talk louder if I need to. Cause I can.
There's some decent camping spots in the Loops of Cam as well. There is. We have camped there before.
The Loops of Cam?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, the bars at Boston.
The bars at Boston, yes.
That might be taken wrong because it's not Cheers.
It's not Cheers, no. You remember I need to pull up my character sheet now. Yes, that is good. Oh, our sponsors. I didn't actually get to talk about our sponsors. So before we move into the next game, I will talk about all of our wonderful sponsors. We have so many wonderful people to talk about. So our event sponsors, we have 3 of them technically the highest level sponsors for this weekend, which is Adventure Dice. Obviously, because put in a ton of work for this weekend, so you know. And also Terminal City Tabletop Convention. And we have D&D Beyond as one of our sponsors. I can Vanna White it. It's right there. They donated a whole bunch of their content bundles for us for this weekend.
If I want one, how do I get one?
Yeah, there's ways you can actually get one. So if you go to our silent auction, you can bid on some of the D&D Beyond content bundles, including there's player bundles, there is source book bundles, and we have a legendary bundle, which is like the whole kit and caboodle. So that's up on the auction page. We are also going to be giving away 3 players bundles this weekend to people in the audience. So keep an eye on the stream, keep an eye on the chat, and we will let you know when and how you can win. But you have to be watching in order to win. So yeah, so that's exciting. 3 to give away. We're pretty excited. Other sponsors we have Rain City Games. They're so awesome. They're always supportive of the things we do. They've also given us, they are the Decks of Many, if you've seen that brand, Decks of Many Things, Decks of Many Weapons. They've given us some that we're going to include in our donation to Camp Good Times for the kids, so that's pretty exciting. RPG Scenery, they make beautiful maps and like 4D video of like tabletop maps and settings and things, and they've donated some of their wonderful maps for us to use this weekend, so you will see them this weekend. None tonight apparently, because we are doing Theater of the Mind this evening, but yeah, so keep an eye out for their beautiful maps. Craving for a Game donated a bunch of board games that are in our silent auction. Dungeon Keep donated a wonderful shopping spree on their Etsy store, and Kimberly, the owner, is also playing in one of our sessions this weekend. The DMs of Vancouver, we have Jesse Boros, who is hosting one of the sessions, and the Cave Goblin Network, they are going to be participating in one of the sessions. We've got Roarcat Reads, who Trisha and Rachel are both hosting games this weekend. Rachel's is this evening at 9 o'clock. We have got the Vancouver D&D Collective. So Matthew of the Five, one of the organizers, is going to be hosting one of the games tomorrow. We have Haley Boros, the local artist. She's done a bunch of design stuff for us, including like our Adventure Dice awesome stickers that go on our, and the engravings on our awesome dice boxes. She's donated the Dungeons & Dragons gift pack, so you can get a custom pet portrait. All of my pets, I have portraits from her because they're so awesome, and her
past pets too.
And past pets, and so yeah, her D&Doggo's collection of books, and she's donated some other stuff. So she's contributed art to the books. Oh gosh, my memory is not serving me. To some of the 5e supplements that we have up on the auction. That I cannot think of the name. The Fairy Fire book, that's the one. The Hero book? And also the GM Hero book. Yes, that's the other one. So there's that. And Free Spacer Christoph, he is one of our RPG room managers for Terminal City. He is running a session for us tomorrow morning. So yay!
You almost done?
I'm almost done. Oh, yes, I have 1 minute. Okay, so...
No, you have minus 1 minute, because you're supposed to go...
Right. Sorry. I'm talking too long. So thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. You'll see their logos up in the corner throughout the weekend. Give them some love for supporting us. We really appreciate it. And we are going to transition, do the audio test with our 5 o'clock group, and then it'll be on to some D&D. So stay tuned.